Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. This is the show where we take topics, we talk about them. You guys know what it is.
You guys know.
You guys know. I'm
Okay.
here with Mark from Mano.
Hello. What's up, guys?
So, we got some things we want to talk about this week. We want to talk about Lenovo admitting to pre-installing some spyware on their laptops. Ooh. And Harmonix may be working on a new Rock Band game. But first, we want to talk about the green screen. Mark bought a green screen this week, so tell us about that, Mark.
Tell us about the green screen. Okay, well, it's hanging from the ceiling. We're only using about half its... No, we're using probably 80% of its length. It's super wrinkly, but it still works. And the lighting is terrible, but it's a green screen, and it's in our room.
It is indeed in our room. It is hanging from the ceiling with pins.
At the base of my bed.
It is the most ghetto setup I've probably ever seen in the history of ever.
Probably because of my origins from the ghetto.
Of course. I mean, who didn't know that Mark's origins are leaked deep into the ghetto?
I didn't know. So Lenovo, I can't pronounce things.
Okay.
Lenovo admits to pre-installing spyware into their laptops. Yeah, so what do you think about that?
First of all, I want to say that it's a program called Superfish, which basically hijacks people's internet connections and allowed them to be spied upon by this company. And users have been reporting for a while that there's been this adware on their computers from Lenovo that automatically display ads, and I don't like it. I mean, you pay a lot of money to get a laptop. You want it to work out of the box the way that it should, and it shouldn't have adware on it. I'm sure you agree with that.
I do agree. I can see why they did it, though, because they want to get analytics from the people that are using their products, or just hear what they're saying, spying on them to improve their products. Like, it's still wrong, but I could see where they're coming from.
In a way, yeah. I mean, they are giving people ads through it, so it is a little bit to get money, but I mean, they are doing it sort of for a good cause, so I'm kind of on the fence about it, but
I mean, it's really wrong and not ethical, but they're doing it to gain some information to improve their products.
I mean, I can't fault them for that, but I mean, it's kind of.
I mean, they could try a survey. That's a little bit less.
Yeah, it's a little bit less intrusive. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's what I would have went with.
Yeah, definitely, I would have went with that too. But who knows? I'm not a Chinese computer making company.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not indeed. The next thing we wanted to talk about is there may be a new Rock Band game? Question mark.
Rock Band? Ooh, I like Rock Band.
I like Rock Band too, but apparently Bloomberg Business is reporting that Harmonix is working on a new Rock Band game for next-gen consoles. They've been releasing DLC for the old Rock Band game, 2012. It was Rock Band Blitz. And so, if they're still releasing DLC for the game, it leads me to believe that people are still playing it. And IGN reached out to Harmonix for comment about the story, and they said, while we still don't have anything to announce, hundreds of thousands of unique users are still actively playing Rock Band games each month. This passion our fans have shown for Rock Band over the years suggests that rock hasn't truly died, and we've always been clear that we'd love to return to the franchise when the time is right. So what do you think about that?
Well, because of that, I really think they are going to come back one day. I mean, they're still being a part of the community actively, and people like the games. They know that. They want to make more.
I totally agree. I mean, I would play another Rock Band game if they allowed the old instruments to be used.
Which I don't think is going to happen because newer consoles, you're going to upgrade the instruments a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much they're going to be able to upgrade the instruments. I mean, when it comes down to it, they're a hunk of plastic that they charge you $200 for.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can make the wireless signal a little better, the batteries a little better, but like, what else are you going to do to improve these instruments? That's like, I have to have new instruments.
But then why wouldn't they just sell new instruments for the sake of getting money?
Well, that's what I think they're going to do.
Yeah.
I don't think they have to have new instruments unless there's something big that I don't know about.
They'll make it look cooler, but in the end, it's still the same price.
Yeah, and they're going to force you to buy new ones for the next-gen consoles when you really don't need it. It's been the same that it's been ever since freaking Guitar Hero launched back in 2000 whatever.
Guitar Hero?
Yeah. Well, that was before Rock Band.
Yes, that is correct.
So I'm just saying that it's the same instruments, basically. They're all a hunk of plastic with Wi-Fi in them.
Yeah. I love Rock Band, though.
I agree. Rock Band's a good game, and I'd like to see it updated with new songs. But it's like, it comes to the point where, what are we paying for these new instruments for?
Yeah.
It's not like they charge you $10 and here's a set of instruments. It's like $150.
Yeah.
It's not like it's chump change, So that's my concern with it.
I know if I was ever going to start a band, I would just play a rock band. I wouldn't actually get a physical instrument. I would just get a cheap plastic one and play in my garage with the garage door open and hope to get some money.
Yeah, I mean, you might get some tippers. You might get some strippers. Who knows?
Strippers are good. I would enjoy that.
I'm glad you would, Mike.
Okay. Well, this was a pretty short one.
So the last story we wanted to talk about is Apple is planning on developing an electric car by 2020, and apparently they've been aggressively pursuing people from A123, which is a battery company from Massachusetts, and Tesla. Tesla CEO Elon Musk reported that Apple is offering Tesla employees $250,000 signing bonuses and a 60% salary increase, which is pretty aggressive for Apple to do.
So they're stealing their employees.
Practically, yeah. I mean, Tesla doesn't have the kind of money to say, don't leave us when Apple's offering their people $250,000 signing bonuses and 60% salary increases. That's crazy. So,
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Would you buy an Apple car?
Well, no. I don't have enough money.
That's a good point. But let's say you had unlimited funds. Say this is GTA 5 hacks. You got $3 trillion.
No, I'd buy a better car than an Apple car if I was that rich.
Damn.
Wouldn't buy it unless it became like a fad and I can get all the ladies. Then no, I don't really care.
Personally, I'm looking more towards the Google car, the self-driving car. I don't know if you've heard anything about that.
I'd rather drive myself. That's the fun part.
I mean, I don't know. I prefer just sitting and having the car drive me. I'm not a big fan of driving, honestly.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
You don't like the idea of a self-driving car?
No, I'd rather drive like my ancestors back in the old ancient times.
Well, back in the ancient times, they might have had some Flintstone type carriages that they were like pushing with their feet or something.
Oh, come on, those cars rock.
They do rock, and they were literally made out of rocks.
That's where I was going. Yeah, and the radio signals on those rock cars are here. Okay, yeah. No, I wouldn't buy an Apple car. Definitely a pear car or an orange car.
Maybe a banana car. I mean, that
car.
sounds like a good concept car.
But the yellow would look like a taxi.
Well, we can paint it blue, and we don't care about the fruits. We'll get it right.
Yeah, this is just apples to apples. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, I guess that's it for today.
That is it for today. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys, for watching. Check out our other videos because we make those every weekday. Yeah.
We do. Good news. What do you know about it?
Good news. We have a show called Good News if you haven't figured that out yet. Thanks for watching. See ya some other time.